Joining me now on this episode of Locally Sourced EP is the owner of Bricks and Minifigs here in El Paso, Mr. Thomas Smith. Mr. Smith, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ray.
I just wanted to talk. I've met I saw one of these in Albuquerque a few years ago, and I saw you guys were open. Yeah, you were opening one here in El Paso. I was kind of excited. It's kind of cool what you all do. I guess first off is what is Bricks and Minifigs?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple concept. We're a mainly used Lego aftermarket store. So, we're a toy store. That's what we are. But we're only focused on Lego brand products.
Oh,
So
cool.
again, and then our focus is the used, retired, and bulk and minifigure. So those are like the four areas that we're gonna be our main thing.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
cool. Oh no, go
yeah,
ahead, keep going. Sorry.
no, that's the general gist of it, basically. So it's not too complicated. But what's cool about it is that our inventory, other than what we have new in box, that comes from, directly from the manufacturer, brand new, everything else that comes in for our inventory is going to be stuff that the community brings in. So,
Oh, cool.
that's where we're going to get most of our stuff as of right now. Anything that we're going to get for our opening inventory, that's coming from wherever I can get it at this point. But yeah, from then on, that's what our majority of the stuff is going to come from. So that's what's cool about it. It's going to be coming in from there and then going out right back out to the community, to people that want it. So
Oh, that's cool. Is there like are there certain favorite sets that are like or figures that are like a top seller that you know of?
well, Star Wars, of course, is always like, one of the biggest ones.
Mhm.
So everybody loves Star Wars. Everybody wants the Star Wars sets. They got the cool ships, the cool minifigures, everything new that comes out, they come out with some new sets, but everybody, they want the older stuff and the newer stuff. So that's kind of, again, where we can kind of bridge that gap, because it's hard to find, the older stuff at this point, unless you look on like eBay and that kind of stuff. And the scary part about that is you don't know what you're getting. So
Right.
with us, you can come into the store, see it with your own eyes, see it in person, and kind of judge if you want it or not, or if you feel like it's something for you, or at least you can see it. So that's kind of cool. So Star Wars, yeah, of course, is one of the top ones. And there's so many Lego themes and stuff that, but that's probably the best seller, I would say.
Yeah. So if I'm walking like the way you're gonna have your store set up, I mean, what else is in the shop that's not a Lego set and a figure? I mean, what else do you carry there?
Yeah, so um of course, I'll just go over like each thing. New in box, of course, anything new. And then we'll have the used sets from whatever themes we can get. And of course, the used sets are going to be stuff that's, again, brought in. So it may or may not be 100% complete, but we're going to try our best to have it 100% complete. But we promise that it's playable, it's usable, like it's nothing that's going to be obviously wrong, or missing or anything like that. So if there is stuff missing, we'll of course try to make sure it's all intact as much as possible.
Mhm.
Um, and then from there we have, again, the minifigures, which is going to be a big selection of minifigures. And then we have the bulk tables, which is very interesting to me. Like that's kind of what drew me to it a little bit. It's
Mhm.
like these bulk, because I'm sure everybody has tried to build a set that they've had maybe laying around in a box somewhere in the
Right.
closet. They pull it out, they want to rebuild it. Oh, I'm missing like three pieces. So with the beauty about the bulk tables is you can come in, look for certain parts you might be missing, and fill it out that way.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so other than Bricks and Minifigs, I don't know anywhere else that you can just go pick out a few parts and be on your way.
Yeah,
And of course, yeah.
yeah, I think you're right. I don't think there's that I know of. I don't think there's anywhere like that, especially here in El Paso. So I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be you guys are gonna be a great addition to here for us here in El Paso, especially for the collectors and the ones that are missing those few pieces for their
Yeah.
sets.
Of course there's always places that sell stuff online, but then you got to pay for shipping, and it might not even be worth, again, just you're missing a couple of things, might not even be worth it. So
Oh, that's cool. So, well, let me ask if someone you guys do like buy, sell, and trade, correct?
Right. Yeah, that's our model. Mhm.
Awesome. And so, like, if someone, I just say, if someone's coming with a set that they maybe want to sell or trade, I mean, what do you guys recommend them doing when they come to your shop? What do you recommend them have?
Well, I mean, if they have a set and if they think it's all there and ready to go, I mean, it's probably best if they bring it built, pre-built.
Hmm.
That way we can see what's there. I mean, just easier with the naked eye, just kind of taking a look at it. Of course, there might be a few pieces missing, and that's fine. I mean, just if we can see that the majority of it's there and it's built well and intact, I mean, then we can make a better offer. So if it's you know disassembled and just in a bag or a box or something, and we can't tell exactly what's there, we kind of have to take your word for it. So the offer might be a little bit lower, or we might
Right.
need time to kind of look through it and see exactly what's there, if the major pieces, the unique pieces are there, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the best thing, easiest for everybody would just to have it kind of pre-built as best possible, and that way we can get a better look at it.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's cool. And then any where I mean, then here's like the important information too. Where's your shop going to be located?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you guys,
definitely. So our address is gonna be 6600 Montana. We're in Suite E. It's right there on the corner of Montana and Airway. So, a pretty busy part of town, right by the airport, right by there's a Fort Bliss gate right down the street. There's like a Peter Piper on the corner, a bunch of restaurants, stuff like that around there. So it's a pretty good little area that everybody can kind of head to, because I wanted to make sure that it was kind of centralized.
yeah.
I live like in East El Paso. I've always been like an East Sider, but I want to make sure that everybody in the city has access to it. So I wanted to keep it, make it more centralized as possible.
Yeah,
So that's kind of
that's
why,
cool.
yeah. So that's why I wanted to, that's why I chose that location basically.
Oh no, that I think that's a good location that you chose. Is I mean, especially for me, because like I live up in the Northeast, and but I mean, as long as it's as long as it's like in El Paso and it's local, hey, I'll support it no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. Wanted to make it like where every part of town can like meet like kind of towards the middle if they want to come by.
Oh, that's cool. And then
Yeah.
I'll ask this too. Do you have do you own or have a favorite like set with you that you like to that you have and that's like your pride and joy?
Yeah, like growing up, I was always a fan of the pirate stuff, the space stuff, castle stuff. Of course, that's kind of like in the 90s, that's kind of what was out there.
Hmm.
But I do have like a set from the pirate theme, basically.
Oh, cool.
It's one of a Caribbean clipper ship. It's got those blue and white sails. So it's a pretty cool little ship. But that was kind of one of my favorites. And honestly, that's kind of what got me back into Lego after, from being a kid to being an adult. I just kind of again pulled out this bin of Legos that I had and saw that, oh, I got most of this ship still. Let me try to put it back together. So yeah, I started putting it back together, and I find I was missing pieces here and there, so I had to go online, find random parts and pieces, and pay for shipping and all that extra stuff, and so it was a pain, but I ended getting the majority of it, and yeah, I have it displayed in my house, and so it's pretty cool.
Nice. And then you're opening a shop so people don't have to do
Right.
that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have as much stuff as possible, whatever again comes in and whatever. We might not have every piece, but if you're looking for like a certain unique piece, I mean, we can try to help you find it. We have a network of other franchise locations that have probably a way bigger inventory than I do.
Right.
And if I can put it out there to them and see if they have some unique part or piece or set or something you're looking for, and see if we can find it for you, we can always do that too.
That's awesome. That's awesome customer service there, Thomas. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool. I appreciate joining me. Where can people find you? Do you guys have a phone number or are you guys on social media? How can they get a hold of you
Yeah,
guys?
right now we're on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram. So, I mean, if you look at Bricks Minifigs El Paso on Facebook, we should be there. And the same, that's our name on Instagram also. So, right now we're again, kind of in the not quite open stages. So I don't
Mhm.
have a phone set up quite yet. All that. So we're almost there, but not quite. So we're so hopefully we'll have that soon. And then like once I have that, we'll post phone number and stuff once it's active on Facebook and all that stuff. So Facebook, I think, is probably at this point the main point of contact to get updates and just if you want to chat, that kind of thing, we can do it through there.
Thomas, that's so cool. And then I'll make sure I put all the information in the description below in this video. And when you guys do get the number, I'll go ahead and add that too, even if it's after the fact. That way everyone has your information. That way they get a hold of you. Tom, thank you so much for joining me today. Is there anything else you'd like to add or say before we end today?
No, I mean just basically that I'm from El Paso. I was born and raised here. I went to school out of town for a couple years, but I came right back, and I always planned on staying here. And I love the community. I love the people here, and I wanted to bring something to El Paso because it always feels like sometimes, El Paso gets overlooked. They kind of get put on the back burner. Like stores, companies don't always come here right away. So, I saw this opportunity to bring something cool and awesome to the community. So I said, let's do this. I want to bring this, to El Paso, and we can have fun together.
For sure, Thomas. Thank you so much. I'll make sure we'll stay in touch. That way we can get the word out when you guys are going to open. That way we'll post the dates, make sure everyone knows where to find you, get a hold of you, where you guys are again located 6600 Montana Suite E on the corner of Montana and Airway, you said, right?
Yes.
All right. Now we'll make sure we get all the information. Thomas, thanks so much for joining me today. We'll make sure we head out first time as soon as you open, man. I'm coming out, and I might even be able to send some friends over who have a few sets that they wanted you to maybe to take a look at.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll do all that.
Thank you, sir. All right, sir. You have a good day, and thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks, Ray.
Thanks.